Hello and welcome back to our last video on the topic of film. So we've been talking a little bit lately about how to actually shoot a film. So we've been talking about lately how to actually use different camera angles in a scene. And now we're going to talk about how to actually shoot a scene. In order to cover a scene, we don't just shoot the entire thing from one angle. Filmmakers don't typically just shoot a scene entirely from one angle. I mean, sometimes they do for a specific effect, but for the most part, there are many different angles used. Another thing that they don't do is they don't go back and forth with the camera. What I mean by that is they don't have one person saying, "Hi," and then they shift the camera over to the next person that says, "Hello," and then they shift the camera back to the other person, they say, "How are you?" That would take such a long time. So instead what happens is the entire scene with all of its dialogue is shot from every single angle. The entire scene is shot several times over and over again from every different angle. Usually it's not just little chunks of the scene, it's the entire scene from that angle. This is a common practice because in the editing room it gives the editors a lot more to work with if they have lots of different options from lots of different angles. For this scene that I'm going to shoot, I'm going to start with an establishing shot. Now, we talked about in the previous video that an establishing shot is a shot at the beginning of a scene that shows the audience where the scene is taking place. So in this scene that I'm going to shoot the entire thing from a wide shot to begin with. And then I am going to shoot my entire scene from a wide angle. After that, I'm going to start doing a medium shot on each character, and then I am going to do a close-up on each character. And in each one of those shots, I'm filming the entire scene.
Hey, what's up?
Thanks for coming and talking to me. I really appreciate it.
Okay.
Now you're going to notice in this shot that you see a little kind of hazy, blurry green bit inside of the frame. They call that an over-the-shoulder shot because when two people are having a conversation, they'll include just a blurred out shoulder inside of the shot so that the audience can tell where the characters are in relation to each other. Now, because it's just me sitting here, I had to prop up a bunch of pillows and then put my hoodie on top of it to give that over-the-shoulder effect. I just wanted to say thanks for coming and talking to me today. So, this isn't exactly the easiest thing to talk about. Hey. Yeah, no problem. Thank you so much for sitting down and talking with me today. I'm just gonna get straight to the point. Yeah, no problem. What is this about?
Hey, what's up?
Thanks for coming and talking to me. I really appreciate it.
Okay.
This isn't exactly the easiest thing to talk about. But it's something that I've been thinking about for a long time, and I think it would be unfair to the both of us if I just kept it a secret.
What?
I don't really know how to start, so I'm just gonna come out and say it. You stink. This is the first time I've heard of this. Yeah, you smell like a dumpster that had been set on fire, and there was a bunch of hair in there. You smell like a sock that's been filled with mushrooms. You smell like an old carpet
that's been rolled up while covered in hot sauce. A crime scene of something real gross. Rotting wood that's been damp for a long time. You smell like a sandwich that's been left in a locker over the summer. The back corner of a damp garage. You smell like mayonnaise that's been left out in the sun for years. Like a dump that just recently hosted a music festival. You smell like a gym locker room that is full of farts. A pig. A Ziploc bag full of cheese that's been left in a desk for an entire school year. You smell like a foot that is just covered in nacho cheese. You smell like the inside of a drain where somebody dumped just a bunch of cream of mushroom soup and just left it there. Didn't even run the tap. This is all news to me. Please don't. I think it would be best for the both of us if I moved out. Do I really stink?
So here's your final film assignment. You have two options of what you can do. Option number one, you can use a device to film your own 30-second scene. In that scene, you need to have at least 6 different shots. There are a bunch of free editing apps that you can download in order to edit your clips together into a scene. If you're having any trouble finding any editing software, feel free to contact me and I can help you through that. The second option, you can create a storyboard of a scene. A storyboard is a series of drawings that help the filmmakers to figure out what they are going to have as a final product. So before they go out and shoot their footage, they actually draw out every single shot in the scene so they know and they can visualize what they want that scene to look like. The drawings do not have to be amazing. They just have to show what's happening in the scene. At the bottom of each of the storyboard boxes, I am going to get you to write in what kind of shot is being used. Also in your storyboard, you do need to have 6 shots as well at least. So thank you for joining me on this lesson, and I really look forward to seeing the films and the storyboards that you create. See you later.